It was right before my daughter's birthday. She was going to turn 3 and she loves cakes, so I decided to bake a cake for her. I chose a recipe of a layered cake with prunes, walnuts and creamy filling. Yum. Making it isn't difficult. Just mix eggs with sugar, flour and cocoa, add milk with melted butter and a bit of baking soda, and bake this sort of a sponge cake. Then make a cream, put everything together and leave it in the fridge. By the way, you can find the recipe in the description. Everything went well until I tried the dough and realized that I messed up a bit. And it gave me an idea of this video. I'm about to finish reading a great book, a book I wished I had 10 years ago when I first started distinguishing my strong inner critic who interfered with my life all the time. Anyway, the book is called Self-Compasion, The Proven Power of Being Kind to Yourself. It's written by Dr. Kristin Neff, a first academic to research this topic on a scientific level. You can listen to this book for free. Check out the link to this book on Audible or Amazon in the description to this video. But before I tell you about the book and its ideas, let me explain what happened with the cake. I did salt instead of sugar. Oh my god. A while ago I would curse myself for it, and I know that many people would do the same. But this time I just laughed and it made my day. Yeah, I don't like wasting food, but this little situation revealed how much my attitude to myself has improved during the last years. On this channel, I share ideas and tips on mindfulness, better relationship with yourself, and ways of fighting anxiety and depression using scientifically proven methods like cognitive behavioral therapy. If you want to support me, subscribe to my channel, click like under this video and the little bell, not to miss my future videos. Also, feel free to share it with your friends and leave a comment. I'm open for a discussion. So, back to the book. Dr. Neff conducted many researches to study how self-compassion can help us live a better, more satisfying and less depressing life. The book is easy to read and it's not just theory. Every chapter is supported by practical exercises and stories from Kristin Neff's personal life. But what is self-compassion, you may ask? Does it mean you should treat yourself like a baby and forgive yourself everything or something stupid like this? Neff defines self-compassion as treating oneself with the same kindness, care and understanding that one would offer to a good friend. It involves being supportive and understanding toward oneself, especially during times of failure, disappointment and suffering. Quite often when we suffer as a result of something we've done in the past, we tend to look down on ourselves. At least it was my case. I used to criticize myself in my head quite a lot, and it wasn't obvious until I started my personal therapy and realized that my critic is actually not myself. I found out that there are other parts of me, and you can call it in different way, like inner child, inner adult, or something else, it doesn't matter. What matters is that your inner critic, the judgmental part of your inner self, always comes in the way. There are 3 essential elements of self-compassion. Self-kindness, which means being gentle and understanding with oneself, rather than harshly self-critical. Common humanity, recognizing that suffering and imperfection are part of the human experience, and that everyone goes through difficult times. And mindfulness, holding one's painful thoughts and feelings in balanced awareness, rather than over-identifying with them. There are numerous psychological and emotional benefits of self-compassion, including reduced anxiety, depression, and self-criticism. as well as increased resilience and overall well-being.
Finished. Today I feel especially energized. It feels so good to be in a good relationship with yourself, not to criticize yourself, and just be happy with everything you do.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Naomi. Happy birthday to you. Okay, now you've got to blow the candle out. Come on. Yep, you missed it. No, don't go over it. Go on. Right now.
Together.
Go, quick. Blow. Mummy will help you. Ready? Whoa, that was good. You did that with hardly moving. Whoa, Naomi, you blew that out.
The cake turned out to be great in the end. Does self-compassion has to do with self-esteem? Yes and no. Neff distinguishes between self-compassion and self-esteem. While self-esteem often relies on external validation and comparison to others, self-compassion is based on self-kindness and acceptance, irrespective of external factors.
So be careful with your cake round Mummy, she'll eat it.
Self-compassion is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time, and I'm here to prove it with my own experience. However, you can speed it up with reading this book, because the author gives guidance on how to nurture self-compassion in various situations with practical exercises. As I said, I wish I could have this book 10 years ago or even earlier, because it would help me much more. But now we have this chance. By the way, there is a link to this book in Audible and on Amazon down in the description.
What is it? Barbie! Wow! Just what you wanted!
Yeah.
Whoa, I can see! Princess Barbie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just the one you wanted. Look, with a little unicorn.
I highlighted many quotes from this book, but there is one I especially like. Being human is not about being any one particular way. It's about being as life creates you, with your own particular strengths and weaknesses, gifts and challenges, quirks and oddities. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be happy to read your comments.
What? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do this.
Oh, hang on a second.